Recently, I was just having an everyday experience, something very mundane, something that I just take for granted, and I just realized what a luxury it was. So it got me thinking about luxuries that are in my everyday life that are not handbag related. So if you're in the mood for some chit chat and some story time, then this video is for you. Hey everybody, I'm Eva. Thanks for joining. So like I said, this video is not going to be about handbags, not handbag content anyway, but I did want to show you my handbag of the day. This is my MC Wallace Micro Sutton, and it's in the color Dragon Fruit. It's so fun. And every time I use the Micro Sutton, I'm so surprised with how much it holds. Like, it holds everything that I need to carry in terms of my everyday essentials. So I just wanted to show you a shot of how I've got it packed up today. And yes, I've been loving my Goyard SLGs, which you can see down in there as well. It's such a fun little summer bag, of course, in this pop of color, so bright and cheery. But that's not what today's video is about. So what got me thinking about this? Well, I was getting ice out of my refrigerator, and we have an automatic ice maker. And I did not grow up with an ice maker. You know, we had the trays that you fill up with water and then you put them in your freezer and then you dump them out into the ice bucket, most likely in the door of your freezer. And you know, that's just an ongoing process all the time, and you have to make sure you refill those trays, you know, or not, the whole process will fail. And also, I remember going to my grandma's house. She lived on a farm, and she had the ice trays that were metal, and they had like the hand crank where you would have to loosen the ice with that little handle thing. Does anybody remember what I'm talking about? So our flexible plastic ice trays, you know, seemed like a huge upgrade from those. And when I would go over to my friend's house and I would see that they had like ice makers in their fridge, I'd be like, wow, that's amazing. And I know that here in the States, we are obsessed with ice. We have ice in our drinks. I know that's not a common practice around the world, and not everyone loves their drinks to be so ice cold all year round, especially in the summer. It's a huge comfort to have ice in your drink. And so when I put ice in here, this is my knockoff Stanley style from Amazon. It doesn't go unnoticed to me that this is a luxury. Having ice so readily available right there in the door of your fridge, and having these little vessels here to help keep them cold for so long, I really do appreciate it. Okay, so now going from the very cold theme of ice to the very warm theme of hot yoga classes. I've been doing hot yoga for several years, but I've not been consistent. Lately, I've been like recommitted to it, and here it is in the heat of summer, and I go to a room where they heat it up to 100 degrees. They put the humidifiers on. We are sweating in there, and we're doing yoga at the same time. And I love it. I love it so much. Now, I don't love it while I'm in the class. I mean, it's hard. It's brutal. I can't do everything that everybody does. A lot of times I'll just have to sit down on my mat so that I don't feel as dizzy. Get a drink, take a few minutes to breathe, and then join back in when I can. So I don't necessarily love it while I'm in the class, but I love how it makes me feel afterwards. Especially after I've gone for several classes in a row, I feel the difference in my back. I feel the difference, the tension in my shoulders. I just feel tremendously better. So yes, I do pay a pretty good premium to go to hot yoga classes, but for me, it's worth every penny. I remember when I was a teenager, my granny would come stay with us for sometimes like a week or 2 weeks at a time. And one of the things that she would really enjoy was to be helping in the kitchen, helping my mom cook. And she always took the dishwasher position. Like, she would always go to the sink and she would wash whatever's coming her way. And I remember on several occasions, she would say, "You got anything else to wash? Because we've got some good hot soapy water." And I would think, why is she so happy about good hot soapy water? And years later, it occurred to me that she didn't always have hot soapy water when she was washing dishes. She came from Appalachia, very bare basics, let's say. And she was the oldest of 9 children. And her mother died, and she had to take over a lot of the responsibilities of taking care of a family. And of course, one of those things is helping prepare food and clean up. And I'm sure to her, in a more modern house, having hot soapy water to do dishes in was a luxury. And so I really have thought about that over the years. And just a little fun fact about my house here, it was built in 1940. And ever since we've lived here, my husband and I have been trying to improve the house. So in the kitchen, when we did some renovations, we actually worked to get our kitchen back to more of its original character. And it did not have a dishwasher when we moved here, and we decided to not include one in our renovation. We basically just rescued it from the 80s decor. I got it back more in line with its original character. We were very lucky that the original tile is still on the walls. Got the new fridge with the ice maker, got a new floor, and got some things kind of spruced up, but we decided to try to keep it as original as possible. And so with that being said, I'm often at the sink using a dishpan with hot soapy dishwater. I would love to hear from you about what the luxuries are in your everyday life. No matter how minor or how profound they might be. I know I would enjoy reading them, and I'm sure other viewers would as well. So yes, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much for spending time with me today and listening to my chit-chatty video. I hope you enjoyed it, and through the chit-chat, I hope you got to know me a little better. So you take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.